Now, what kind of food are you feeding your fish? Are you going for prepared pellets, for flakes, for those granulates? Are you feeding primarily frozen foods or maybe even live foods? What is it that you are feeding your fish? Please let me know down in the comments, and I want you to get really specific for me. I want to know what kind of brand you're feeding and how often you're feeding. Are you the type of person that feeds daily, multiple times a day? Maybe you feed every other day or once a week. Maybe you even go as low as once a month. It doesn't really matter what your answer is. I'm just very curious. How often and what are you feeding your fish? Personally, I have a variety of prepared foods right over here. This is what I most often feed my fish. Well, this is just turtle food. I also use the Tetra Pleco veggie wafers, but I don't use them that often, but every now and then I throw them in for my shrimp. And these last two are the ones I use most often. I got the Sarah Grenu Green Menu Cichlid Flakes. That's a mouthful. And I got the Sarah Fipa Gran All-in-One Menu. I feed this to my rope fish and my electric blue acara. And I feed this to my guppies, the baby guppies and the dwarf neon rainbows. Oh, but before I forget, I also feed frozen bloodworms, frozen daphnia and frozen blackworms to every tank actually. And I do this about once a week, twice a week, something along those lines. And I feed my fish probably once every other day. Sometimes I feel like feeding them every day. Then the next week I feed them every other day. It has a bit of ups and downs. There's not a really strict routine in how often I feed them, but somewhere between once a day and once every other day. I think the best way to describe it is about 4 to 5 times a week, I guess. Yeah, that sounds about right. But either way, I am really wondering, how often do you feed your fish? What do you feed your fish? Because I am looking to add something completely new to the list. I want to make my own fish food. This is something I have been thinking about for a very long time. I've seen a lot of different people do the same thing already, and I just find it really interesting going the DIY route, making better quality food for less money. Why wouldn't you try it? I mean, it sounds amazing to me, and that's what we're gonna do today. Now, for the actual making of this fish food, I combined half a pangasius fillet, some raw shrimp, about half a carrot, half a zucchini, a bag of spinach, and a can of peas. Really simple stuff. Now that I'm looking at this, could have probably also added some garlic. Maybe that's something I'll do next time. Either way, I just blended everything together. My blender had a little bit of trouble getting through everything, so I added a bit of water every now and then to make it a bit more mushy, so it would blend everything together nice and smooth. And once I got everything mixed up together, I filled up 2 of these cube trays. These are old bloodworm trays, so I just used up all the bloodworms, but I kept the packaging because I knew I was planning on doing this stuff. And the rest of the mixture that we made, I put in these Ziploc bags and I flattened them out. Now the idea with this is that the whole bag will freeze and I have a big sheet of frozen fish food and I can just break off whatever I need. And that way I can really get precise in how much I want to feed that day. But personally, I think I'm gonna like the cubes a bit more because it has more of the professional feel to it. I really like to make things look professional, hence the stained wood all over this place. But anyway, once everything was filled up, I put it in the freezer. I left it overnight and today is actually the next day. So let's take a look at how it worked out. Oh yeah, this looks great. This looks great. Alright, there you have it. The fish food. The homemade fish food. That's crazy. I also want to break a piece off this. Alright, something like that. Alright, now we got the fish food. Now let's see if my fish actually like this stuff. Alright, the first ones we're gonna try this with are my rainbow fish. Now let's see if they like this stuff. It is falling apart, but so would be a block of Daphnia. Now, do they like this stuff? Oh yeah, I'd say they like it. Yeah, they like it. They go after it really nicely. Alright, moment of truth. Are they gonna enjoy this stuff? They really like this stuff. Now the great thing about it is that it is also filled with all ingredients that are great for our little turtle friends. So if Ko wants to eat some of this stuff as well, it will be perfectly healthy for her. Yeah, they're really going at it. Alright, it's entering Koa's eyesight. Will she go for it as well? Not yet, she's doubtful. But the guppies, they are loving this stuff. I'm a bit surprised that Koa isn't curious about the food though. I would have thought this goofball went for the food straight away, but she doesn't seem to be that interested in it. Alright, one more. I took a small piece from the rainbow tank and we're gonna see whether or not Zula likes the homemade fish food. Go like that. I do often hand feed her, but she is a little hesitant and a little bit camera shy. But we'll see what happens. Let's do it like that. Now there's a piece floating. Maybe she'll have more confidence, yeah. And she went for it. And apparently she likes it because she goes for it again. Now she's also a bit finicky with eating from the bottom. But she likes it enough to eat it from the bottom of the tank. Alright, that's some great news. Yes, there you go, buddy. Enjoy the fish food. Well, there you have it. My guppies love the food, my rainbow fish love the food, Zula loves the food. The only one that doesn't like the food is Koa, which is a bit unfortunate. I was really hoping she would enjoy the food as well, but you can't win them all. But I'm already happy to see how actively all the other fish go after the food, that they really enjoy it. It really gives me a good feeling that they will get much healthier from this food. They're already pretty healthy as is, but stepping up your game yet another step is a really nice feeling to have. And I'm definitely gonna make a lot more of my own fish food. So in the future you'll probably see a few other videos where I try out a few different recipes. Maybe go down for a specific homemade food for Koa. Maybe make a bit more protein based food for the ropefish. Although I'm pretty sure they'll like this stuff as well, but I'm not gonna feed them until tonight. Anyway, I'm really happy with the results and I'm really hoping that you like this video as well. You may even try this out yourself. If you do, definitely let me know on TikTok, Instagram, or down here in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That was it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys in another video.